Like this video and subscribe, or this will be in your room tonight. Literally, all you have to do is just like the video.
Stop. Those intros going around YouTube are fucking cancer. Like the video because you like it, not because of some cancer intro.
Yo, what it do, guys? Welcome back to another video. My name, as always, is didnt, and in this video I'm going to be breaking down the top 10 rarest gliders in Fortnite. So if you guys do enjoy it, make sure to hit that like button, and without further ado, let's get right into it, guys. So starting off at number 10 with the 10th rarest glider right here is the Mainframe. Now it is an uncommon glider and it was from the Overclocked set. Now this was last available around 321 days ago, which is just insane. That is almost a year ago since it has been in the item shop. So this was part of the Overclocked set, which actually coincidentally is a set which has the Cypher and the Circuit Breaker skins, which are also fairly rare. I'm sure you guys remember them, like these red, black kind of skins. And yeah, the glider doesn't look too bad, but again, it is the same default glider shape. It's not like different in the way that it is an umbrella or a shark or something. So yeah, I can understand why most of the Fortnite community didn't pick this one up. Coming in at number 9 though, we have a more interesting glider, even though it is still only uncommon. We have the Ginger Sled. Now this was actually part of the Merry Marauder and Ginger Gunner skin set, which is called the Gingerbread set, and you know, it's part of that same item set, so it does have those themes of those skins, but it does also still take the shape of a regular glider. So you know, it's not different in any way. It's just basically got a paint job on it this time and a couple gingerbread men, tiny gingerbread men popping out of the sides, but it's still a pretty cool looking glider in my opinion. But at number 8 though, we have the Crystal Carriage, which is a Winter Wonderland kind of glider. It was released around last Christmas, I believe, which means that it was last available 331 days ago. That is insane. This is a little bit more expensive, coming in at 800 V-Bucks, because it is a rare glider, and it came with the Elsa skin and the Flurry harvesting tool. So yeah, I mean, it was last in the item shop ages ago, but it is also kind of a Christmassy themed glider. Again, I'm not a huge fan of buying gliders that aren't really that great. I mean, if I'm gonna buy a glider with V-Bucks, it's gotta grab my attention, but Crystal Carriage is a pretty cool looking glider on the whole. It's like a Christmas kind of sled, but it's iced up and has a lot of ice textures all over it, so I can understand why you would want to pick it up. Coming in at number 7 though, guys, is also one that released around last Christmas. It is the Krampus Little Helper. Now this is an epic one, so it'll set you back 1200 V-Bucks. So for that, for $12, it's got to be a really good looking glider, and essentially what it is Krampus's reindeer basically, and it was last available 332 days ago. And I have the Krampus skin, but unfortunately I don't actually have this glider, but it is a pretty cool looking glider on the whole, I have to say. It is a bit big though, so it'll block up parts of your screen, and it's got a lot of particle effects, so I could understand why you would want to purchase it, but again, it's a little bit on the expensive side of a glider, if I do say so myself. Coming in at number 6 though, guys, is the Cozy Coaster glider. Now this actually looks a lot worse than the Krampus Little Helper glider, but it is extremely rare. It did release around last Christmas, 333 days ago, and yeah, it has not been seen for 333 days, which is insane. And it costs 800 V-Bucks, and basically it's kind of like the Nog Ops skin on a glider, if that makes any sense. You guys can see a picture. It's kind of has that theme to it. It's a pretty simple glider, but it does have some Christmas lights on it too, so I guess that makes it cooler. Coming in at number 5 is the Flying Fish. Now this is the one that was part of the Sushi set, so if you guys remember the Sushi Master and the Maki Master, which is quite a sweaty outfit, that sushi kind of chef set. If you guys remember those, this is the glider from that, and it's basically got a sushi logo on the side, and on the top it has some fish scales, but you know, it looks pretty cool, but again, not really feeling it. It is still a default glider mode, so you know, you can't really do much with it. I don't really like rocking default gliders on this. The textures are amazing. It doesn't have a different shape like an umbrella or anything, but yeah. Coming in at number 4 though guys is the Triumph glider, which is an uncommon glider from the Venture set. It's likely to release later this year again, but that doesn't mean it's not gonna stay rare, because you know, it was last seen 351 days ago, and it's part of the Venture set, which releases once every year. But you know, that set is still rather rare, and I don't think many people will pick this one up because it's very simplistic. It has that Venture kind of paint job on it, but once again, it's a default glider, so you know, can't be too exciting. Number 3 though guys has to be the Royale Dragon. Now this is probably the most famous and well-known glider on this list. I mean, tons of people have this, and it's been around since season 3, but the last time it came out was 407 days ago. I never ended up picking this one up because it is a pricey 2,000 V-Bucks, and for a long time it was the only legendary glider in the game. If you can remember those days, it was super hyped up and just everyone was hyping it up because it was a legendary glider. Nowadays there are more epic and legendary gliders, but this will still be, you know, a very, very famous glider from the season 3, season 4 period in time. Coming in at number 2 though guys, we're coming down to the top 2 most rare gliders that haven't returned for the longest time. We're coming down to that right now. Coming out at number 2 has to be the Fighter Kite. Now this is basically another default glider. It's got like a kite paint job on it. Nothing really that exciting about this one though guys. 500 V-Bucks, hasn't been seen for 412 days, and yeah, it was similar to kind of the Picnic and the Surefire gliders, but it wasn't part of a set with skins or pickaxes though. Coming in at number 1, so the most rare glider that hasn't returned for the longest time, is the Raptor glider. Now I'm sure a bunch of you guys know about this. This hasn't been seen for 478 days. It's got a pretty basic kind of war camo vibe to it, but yeah, it hasn't been in the item shop for almost 500 days now, which is just insane. Definitely the rarest glider by far, and yeah, it wasn't part of a set with any skins or anything too. So if you guys enjoyed this video, let me know down below, and comment down below telling me which of these gliders you would like to get your hands on, and which of these super rare gliders you regret not purchasing when they were available in the item shop. Anyways, my name is didnt, and I'll see you guys next time. Hope you guys have an amazing day as always.